SJWs are trying to take away your rights. This is how. Hello everybody, and this is Derek Plays Roblox. Now, I haven't used my channel in a million years, and probably for the best, but I've basically kind of matured, and I'm thinking about actually doing normal commentaries now. With that out of the way, let's get into the main topic. What we're here to talk about today is liberals and how they are removing your rights on YouTube. Not just YouTube, mind, this goes very deep, in fact, all the way down to straight people marrying and other things of that area. So for those of you that don't know, YouTube is run by liberals, and not the understanding type, the bad type. Liberals want to substitute our enduring content with stuff like transgender rights and other atrocities that are trying to replace our lovely content on this website. Now, big political geniuses like PragerU and all have already discussed this type of thing, because even though it is owned by a private company and they aren't formally required to follow the laws of the United States of America, they still should follow the First Amendment rights of free speech. Why? Because this is the country of freedom. Everything from the ground up has been designed to make Americans as free as possible. And even if liberals want to intrude that or not, that also counts for private companies that have no affiliation with the United States government. They need to understand that what they are doing is totally illegal. Totally illegal. Liberals try to excuse this by saying that what we as conservatives were talking about is hate speech. However, they consider anything that isn't politically correct to be hate speech. Saying things like transgenderism isn't real and that whites are superior to blacks in every way is not hate speech. They're ideas that can be proven with some fact. George W. Bush once said, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again." This can reference many things in real life, but the main thing it references is when we fooled Hillary Clinton into revealing that she's actually a lizard person. We tried to fool her some more, but she couldn't get fooled again. Now, how does that apply to modern politics? Why am I bringing this up? The point is that the liberals fooled the American conservative majority into voting in Obama. And the reason why Trump is president is because we couldn't be fooled twice. People like Hillary Clinton that are like lizards and that want to actually try their best to ruin our country and devolve it into a political stance to where women are on top and men are under, and that blacks and Negroes and Mexicans and Asians and Negroes and Asians and blacks and Negroes are on top of this country, we won't be fooled again. We need to fight back. I am not racist. Nothing I have said has implied that I am racist. If you think that I am racist, you need to look at what I said again and take scientific fact and see if I'm actually racist or not. Buggering off of that, there's several things we can do to fight back at a tyrannical government, which is what our government has become. First of all, idiots like Beto have been trying to take away our AR-15s and our M107 semi-automatic long-range full metal jacket sniper rifles, which the Second Amendment grants us access to by a constitutional right. Even if we weren't fighting back against a tyrannical government and our government was completely fair, we would still need high-power semi-automatic rifles for hunting, right? How else can you hunt? I don't see anybody using bolt-action rifles. What are you, a normie? Using bolt-action rifles, which require you to land a single precise shot, doesn't make you a skilled hunter, it just makes you a faggot. How else are you going to kill a deer unless you can pump 10 rounds into it from 25 meters away? If our government became tyrannical, which it isn't because you require a 98% vote of the people, making it not tyrannical, we would still need our guns to defend ourselves when the army comes to our house, which will happen. I'm not a political crazy. Our government right now is both tyrannical and not tyrannical. The reason why is because they enforce laws like gay marriage, yet they don't enforce laws like straight marriage. By forcing priests to allow gay marriage, you're intruding on the rights of straight people in their marriage. You're giving special permissions and special access to snowflakes. But that's a whole nother section of the shit store. What we're gonna focus on today is what YouTube is doing to restrict your right of free speech. It's obvious that YouTube has a conservative majority. I mean, look at the views on Sargon of Akkad. Therefore, our content should not be getting censored, even if it didn't have a conservative majority. Now, what's getting censored, you snowflake liberals are probably asking? Alex Jones and PragerU have made some very, very big statements about this, and I'll link some of them below if you would like to check them out, but YouTube is essentially taking down content that they don't agree with. Definitely not because the content in question violates their rules and terms and conditions very outright, but because of the fact that they disagree with what we are saying. This can be shown by looking at any major conservative YouTuber. What videos have they had censored? Usually videos circulating the way that how corrupt our political government is and what YouTube themselves have done get censored. Why is that? Well, because despite the fact that in the videos in question we insult groups of people heavily and cause a lot of people pain, those videos in question have subjects that include things that YouTube would agree with. Therefore, they are taking down our videos because they disagree. The First Amendment reads, "Congress shall make no law respecting establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech of the press or the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and petition the government for a redress of grievances, including websites." When our founding fathers were not allowed to talk freely about Britain on websites like Facebook and Twitter, they were outstraught. And now that we aren't allowed to talk freely about our United States government on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube, we need to rebel. We can't let YouTube do something like this. What this is tyranny. It's our tyrannical government in action. Liberals, this is why we need our guns. There are no arguments against this, and any argument that decides to go against this is automatically invalid. Any liberals that try to comment on this video will get their comments deleted, just to show you what it feels like to not have free speech. This is something that you snowflakes don't have to live with each day, but we, as conservatives, as geniuses, and as people who think and aren't controlled by the media, have to deal with this every day. This has been Derek Plays Roblox, and good day.